Aiden, obviously a bit of a tough day out in the field today for the bowlers. How are the guys feeling today?
I would assume quite tired. Nice warm day here, and I think the guys put a lot of effort in, bowled lots of overs. Now and then execution might have let us down, but it's all part and parcel of building up to the series. A lot of the bowling attack hasn't played much cricket of late, so it's completely understandable, and I think as time goes on, hopefully they start to hit their straps closer to the test match.
And just your impression of the Lions' aggressive batting tactics, was it a surprise, and what do you think of that style of play?
I wouldn't say too much it was a surprise. No, I thought the wicket played really well. They sort of earned the right to play with that freedom, and we know that it's going to be much of the same throughout the summer. So weren't too surprised by the way that they played. I think we bowled some bad balls that they capitalised on, and then they hit some really good shots as well off some good areas. A bit of both probably sort of got them at the rate that they batted at the whole day, and credit must still go to their batters. I thought they played really well and put us under a lot of pressure.
Now, before the series, you mentioned there was no conversation of you batting in the middle order in Tests, but you've done that in this game. Do you see yourself starting at Lords at number 4 or 5 kind of role? And if so, have you prepared enough?
We've done a lot of prep, or as much prep as we could have done so far in the tour. Not sure whether it's going to happen or not, but preparing for that, and if it were to happen, then making sure the prep gives you the best chance to do well in the match itself. But we'll see in the build-up to the match if I'm going to play at all in the middle overs, or in the middle order, and if so, then hopefully the prep is good enough to do well for the side on the day.
Do you enjoy bowling or batting more?
Definitely batting. Bowling it's always nice to turn the arm over here and there, but I don't back my skills too much in terms of bowling for long periods of time. But I do enjoy batting quite a lot.
Yeah, so just sort of further on the way that England go about their batting, is it in a way a really good preparation to come against a side that is taking on that same attitude that the Test team is?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be, like I mentioned, much of a muchness, or much of the same, because their Test team has been playing that brand of cricket now for a while and been doing really well at playing that aggressive way. So it was nice for us to be put under that pressure, similar pressure today, and see how the guys responded to it. Like I said, the guys were a bit rusty coming into this game, but hopefully they can keep getting better throughout the build-up to the Test series and develop plans and execute those plans when under the pump, like the way that the English play.
In particular, I suppose, with Ben Duckett and with Harry Brook as well, they really went after the spinners at some time. What did you make of the way that they played their innings? Is there some of the guys here pushing for test spots?
Yeah, so they are pushing for test spots, and they played really well as well. A lot of the balls, if I think back to myself and Kesh bowling, a lot of the shots they hit to the boundary and you go, well, you can't do much about it. It's quite a good wicket, wasn't too much on offer for the spinners, and their aggressive mindset did put us under pressure. So great learning curves going into the Test match next week, and it's about now developing plans how we can counter that.
When an opposition plays like that, do you feel almost an onus on your own team to sort of replicate it? Is that a danger?
I would say it's a danger. I don't think we should try replicate that. I think we've got our own brand that we play in, the way that we've been playing now for a couple of years, and I think we've got to back that. Their brand of cricket is in their change room, and that's what they back, and we've got a different brand, and I don't think I see our team falling into the trap of playing the same way as they play. I think we've got to back what we've been doing for a few years now, and hopefully that can match them.
I guess, as we were saying, it is a potential. I know you're saying you won't fall into that trap. I guess it is a danger, isn't it, if one team's playing that way, to try and almost outdo them or fight fire with fire?
Yeah, I think teams might fall into that trap. We've actually had the chats about it already, about not falling into that trap, back in the ways that we play, back in our processes and game plans, especially with bat in hand, and not feeling that we have to play the way that they play. We'll keep training our game plans, and hopefully it's good enough for us to execute on the day.
Can I just finally ask you about, there was one positive side with Kagiso bowling at lunchtime. He seemed to be, he looked okay. I mean, do you expect him to be fit for Wednesday?
I'm actually not 100% sure. He's a bit of a machine, that guy, so he just keeps going and going. But I would assume if he's bowling out in the middle, probably not at 100%. I'm not sure where he stands. I think the medical staff will be able to answer you better. Yeah, he's the type of guy that wants to play, and he'll keep doing his work off the field to give himself that chance to be on the park.
And just if I can tag on to what Gibbo asked as well about that message to not fall into that trap, is Dean like a real calming influence in that way? Is that part of what his strength is, I guess, as a captain?
Yeah, and he's extremely calm and experienced as well. And there's a lot of experienced heads within the change room. And that experience is able to tell you not to fall into that trap. I think inexperience could potentially lead you into that trap, but we've had really good chats about it, that we're going to play our own game plan and the way that we play the game, and we're going to have to see how it unfolds after that.